Happy Labor Day!
Yay! I hope the weather is better for you guys than it is here for us.
It's going to rain not only today, tomorrow, the next day, and it's like the whole 10-day.
Yeah.
So we were supposed to have a fun company pool party today, but nonetheless, we're here.
We're here.
We're here.
We were going to be here anyway.
We're going to be here anyway. I'm going to turn this light on because it's a little dark.
I forgot about that light.
We look very, I was like, we look very dark.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
So we have a little bit of a different setup here today. We've got Alicia behind the camera. So Alicia is here with us producing.
Woohoo!
Sorry.
We love it. But we are so excited that you all are here for Labor Day. This is so much fun. We have brought back our flash sale for getting a membership for half off your first month with us. So that's super exciting for a Labor Day only. Take advantage of that. But Lauren, what are we in? We're in the middle of something so fun.
Listen, the project that we have for you guys today, this is a project that is going to work for fall. It's going to work for Halloween, but it doesn't stop there.
Woo!
It's going to work for Christmas. It's going to work for if you wanted to do snowflakes for winter, Valentine's Day, Easter, St. Patrick's Day.
Whatever.
We are going to be making an interchangeable garland, and I'm going to be showing you two different ways. So we're doing fall and Halloween. Obviously, it's Halloween.
Yes.
But there are so many different things that you can create for this. Keep it up year round.
Yep.
It's so cute.
Yep. So it's gonna be great. But hello, everyone. I saw someone just got an amazing just got their Cricut Maker. Congratulations, Miss Cindy. Welcome.
Yay!
Hey, Alma B. Shout out to Renee, Kim, Donna, Sharon, Hannah, Kirsten. Hey, hello, Sharon. Oh my goodness. Hello, everyone. Glad you all are hanging out with us today.
So drop us an emoji if you plan on crafting today on this Labor Day week. I guess just to Labor Day. I mean, it's the weekend is past, but you all get it. Most of us get an extra day at home to spend crafting. I know that I've got some projects that I'm probably going to be working on here later. So
Alicia says she's baking it up today, so that will be fun. I'm going to be taking care of 4 kids, which is a craft project in itself.
In and of itself.
So it'll be a lot of fun. But let us know if you all are going to be crafting today. I think today's project is really amazing because you're going to work with some, first of all, the technique that you're going to teach in Design Space. You can kind of take any cut file, any holiday, follow the same procedure, rinse and repeat for however many holidays that you want to prepare for. So you could today make all of the holidays and like you're ready to go, interchangeable, you know, keep it out year round. So that's really exciting.
And we're going to be cutting 2 different materials.
No way.
Yes. We're going to be cutting felt and faux leather.
Love it.
So we're going to go over that. I actually have a little experiment. You all know me. I like to experiment, especially on lives with you guys. So I had this idea when I was cutting, and I can show you guys in a minute, but when I was cutting the felt, I ran into the glitter felt at Hobby Lobby, and I was like, y'all, this glitter.
It looks really good.
This glitter felt is it for me. I love glitter.
Yeah.
But I was trying to cut it with my fine point blade because it is a stiff felt, which you should be able to cut it with a fine point blade. Was not happening.
The glitter just made it not happen.
I don't know what was wrong. So today we are going to be testing our deep cut blade.
That's going to be good.
With more pressure.
I think it's
to see if that worked. Now the rotary blade, cut it like butter.
Yes.
But I wanted to be able to help or to
explore
friends. Now, you can use just the regular stiff felt, black with no glitter, and it worked perfect.
Works
great. This glitter kind of gave it a little bit of a, I don't know.
Yeah, it happens. So we're going to be able to do that. But look at all of these emojis.
Yay!
Oh, I love it. This is going to be so much fun. Sublimating DTF style today.
Yeah, we love to hear it.
Yay. Oh, Alicia's wearing her project today. That's so fun. I love it. Does that glitter on the felt flake off? So I would say...
I mean, honestly, it's going to flake off some.
Yeah, you know, there's some glitter. There's some glitter projects where we're like, holy cow, this glitter isn't real glitter. This is real glitter on the felt. So like you get that texture, you get the full variety of it. It's not like a lot of the vinyl that you see that looks like glitter, but it's like printed on. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Yeah.
really sealed in there.
Yeah.
This is more like authentic, but you didn't have to glitter. I literally asked Lauren, I was like, did you glitter this? And she's like, no, I bought it. So I
No.
was like, oh my goodness. Like, it looks really good.
But in the links below, there should be a link for the glitter felt and the stiff felt, both from Hobby Lobby. You can get those, I'm sure, on Amazon too. I just got them from Hobby Lobby, so that's where I linked it from. But we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna test this out today together, and we're gonna see if we can cut it with the deep cut blade.
Someone says maybe making decals for my new Tesla or putting a Tesla image on a t-shirt. Okay, your Tesla needs some decals.
Yeah.
Like, pop some decals on there. Oh my goodness, let us know what you're gonna put on there. That's so
Yay.
exciting. Yay!
So, if you all are ready,
I think it's crafting time. Let's
think
see
it's
what
time
you
to
got.
pop over here to the craft
These supplies,
table.
y'all, these supplies are amazing.
So there are
They're gonna
a
be
lot
blown
of supplies here. Woo! I almost lost my beaded garland. So first of all, this beaded garland did come from Hobby Lobby. It's in the fall section. So make sure you look in the fall section. This is where we got this. I think it was $9.99 with 40% off, so it was like $6.
No way.
Yeah, so we were going to try to make this garland strictly all Dollar Tree, and it would have been amazing. However, when we went to Hobby Lobby and saw this for $6, if we were to have bought all of these wooden beads from Dollar Tree and the jute and everything else, it would have been over $6. So it was actually cheaper for us to just go ahead and buy this from Hobby Lobby. So let me hold this up for you guys so you can see it. Obviously, it still has the bats on it. I'm obsessed. We are going to be making these tassels today. I'm going to teach you how to make these tassels. The tassels are from Dollar Tree macrame cord or cotton cord. So we are going to be making these tassels today. I'm going to show you how. I'm also going to show you guys how I started with this, separating out the beads, trying to get everything to match up so that it's all dispersed evenly. So we will go ahead and we'll actually start with that. Why don't we do that? So I'm going to lay this over to the side, and then, but before we do, let's go overhead.
Ooh.
So I've shown you the garland. We've talked about the beaded garland that we're going to start with. The other materials you are going to need. So we have this. This is technically, at Dollar Tree, they call it nautical rope. It's just a cotton cord. So this is what we are going to be using today. This is just a pack that has already been opened. So we're going to be making the tassels out of this and just brushing this out. So because you do have to brush it out, obviously I have a brush.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
Thank you.
This also came from Dollar Tree. This is just what we had laying around. You literally can use pretty much any brush.
Yeah.
But we just used this one that we had. We have some jute twine, bless you again. And I'm pretty sure this came from Dollar Tree as well. You can find this jute twine.
They have so much jute at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, it's amazing. And then our leaves here are cut out of the paper thin faux leather. You can grab this at 143. These are just the different colors that we have. I liked using the different finishes and the different textures to give it a little bit more dimension, kind of like those, just like leaves. I mean, different colors, different textures. So that is what we used for our leaves. And then here we have, now this is a actual leather working tool. This is to punch the holes in the leather for the buttons. So we are going to be attaching buttons to our leaves so that we can pop this on and then back off, which makes it so easy. The bats, I'll pull the bats back in. So the bats we have just attached with Velcro pieces.
No way.
Yeah.
That looks so good.
We're gonna be I'm gonna be teaching you two different methods of making these images to attach. So as you can see, the bats, we have a bat on either side so that when we fold it together, it's the same. But I'm also going to be teaching you how to add this to the top in case you don't want it on both sides, so that you can just add the button to the top of the loop.
And that one looks so professional.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if I had it to do, I would probably do. The only reason I didn't do it on the bats is because there really wasn't a place to attach a button without it looking awkward.
I love the variety for people at home, so they can see like, okay, Velcro's super easy to use. You know, all of these are so simple.
Yeah. So I wanted to give you all a lot of different options. So these are all of our options. I am going to be teaching you all how to add these buttons. It's so easy to add buttons to different details. So make sure that you stick around for this because, I mean, I was kind of intimidated. I have no lies to tell. Like, this was a little intimidating at first.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, it's just really easy.
You kind of get, I mean, it's a really repetitive type of technique. So once you've done it to one material, I will say it's nice to kind of do it on a piece of sample material.
Yes.
Just to get the hang of it. But once you can do it, you're going to rock it.
Absolutely. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop over into Design Space.
Yay!
That way we can kind of get started with our Design Space portion, and then we'll go into the full like craft portion where we make the tassels, measure out the garland. I couldn't think, the beaded garland.
Yes.
So here you can see that I have the bats already created. And then I've hidden the leaves, but I'll pull some of them in, and then I'm going to show you guys how we're going to get to this result. So to start out with, let's hide all of this again.
Now, while she's doing that, I just want to let all of you know that the supply list is linked down below. So the faux leather, all the things that we can link have been linked down below, so check those out. Just want to let you guys know.
Absolutely. So what we're going to do, I'm going to hop over to Maker's Gonna Learn. We're going to go to our cut files. Now, the cut files that I'm going to be using today, the bat, literally, if you'll just go to the Halloween section, the bat is like just by itself. It's just right there.
There you go.
It's just titled bat. Now, the other one with the leaves, it's actually called Stop and Catch because there is a saying with it. You can go to the fall section and find it. However, if you just want to search Stop and Catch, it might be a little easier to find it that way. I think the saying is stop and catch the falling leaves.
Oh, fun.
So this is the one. I'll pull it up bigger so you guys can see it. I felt like this gave me more variety of the different types of leaves that I wanted to use. So this is the one that I used for the leaves. So we're just going to download that, and I'll show you guys how to download. You're going to click this little cloud icon with the arrow pointing down. Once you do that, you are going to unzip the file. We're going to open it up, unzip it. Then we're going to hop back over here to Design Space, and we will go to Upload. Let's go back to Finder. We're wanting the SVG version. We're going to click Upload, and then we're going to click and drag this in here.
That is so easy, and I want to let you all know, if you are not already a Maker's Gonna Learn member, today you can become a member, half off for your first month, or you can go full year for $30 off using the coupon code. I believe it's just fall. So yeah, fall, F-A-L.
I mean,
so good.
For $10,
you get access to like 7,000 cut files.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. So grab your membership while we're crafting today.
So Cindy, if you go, you can never find the links. If you just scroll down past this video, there is a description under there, and you'll probably have to click more, and then it will drop it down and have all of the links in there.
And I want to let you know, my friend, if you're watching on mobile, you actually have to close out the chat box and then open up the description.
Yeah.
It's kind of confusing, but it depends on what device you're on and things like that.
So we're going to add Stop and Catch the Falling Leaves to our canvas, and then I'm also going to come back here. I'm going to view all, and I'm just going to search bat because I know I have uploaded this into Design Space probably multiple times. So I'm just going to grab that bat, add it to canvas as well. Now what I'm going to do here is, as you can see over here on our layers panel, it's already grouped together, so we don't have to come in here and slice all of these different images out. All you have to do is hit ungroup. What it's going to do is it's going to ungroup the letters, the words. We don't need those. We're deleting those out. And then it's going to ungroup each color of leaves together. Now, because we do want to separate these leaves out, Once we have ungrouped that, we're going to go over here. We're going to grab a shape. We are going to, really doesn't matter what shape you're grabbing, but we're going to cover each leaf individually, select both the square and that layer, and then we're going to come down here to the bottom right side and we're going to select slice.
So this is a way that you're able to kind of like remove these from, you know, its layer together without having to duplicate, hide layers, you know, all of that jazz. The slicing, I would call it like a little bit of a hack just to be able to quickly manipulate your layers pretty quickly.
Yes. So, and another thing that I love doing is because these are so far away, once it slices, I mean, you can move each of these around individually.
Oh, yeah.
That's the whole reason behind this. So once again, a while ago, I didn't change the size of the square and I just sliced it out and then I didn't have any extra room. However, what you can do, make your square a little larger. We're literally just going to cover up the bottom corner, select both of those layers, slice that again. Now keep this square, don't delete it out, because we can move these over here and then use this square again and slice out this corner, and then we can delete it out. So now we have all of our leaves that we're going to be using. Now, I think I used this leaf, this maple leaf, we used this oak leaf, and then which other one did I use? Did I use this one maybe? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so you can pick and choose which leaves you want to use. We're going to, it just seems to work better for me. I'm just going to rotate this around. Now, normally when I rotate, I like to come up here to the actual rotation and type in, you know, 90 degrees, 180, 270, whatever. But as you can see, when I click these, they're still a little angled sideways, so I can't do that and get them straight up and down like I like. So I'm just going to manually rotate all of these leaves to where they're facing down, and this is going to be the way that they're going to hang on your garland. And it will just make it a little bit easier. And then we're going to make them larger. And then we're going to rotate this little guy around and then make him larger. So right now, if I'm just looking at this on this canvas, I mean, this looks pretty big.
Yeah.
But this is where you all really need to measure when you are making it, because it looks big on your canvas, but then once you cut this out, it's not going to be that big.
Right.
Yes, go ahead.
I think for projects like this, I just like to remind myself that I can only make it as big as my material, right? So you want to make sure, you know, we have 12 by 12 sheets. You've got to make sure that, you know, by the time you've duplicated it, added it, you know, done everything that you need to do, that it can be under those 12 inches, because sometimes I get a little carried away.
Yes. So we have all of these. We've got them ready. The only part is the measurement part. So this is where, when I first started, let's go to camera one. When I was first making this, I thought, this is big enough. I'm not going to have to measure. And so I cut everything, and it was like, looked teeny tiny compared to everything else. So this is where you may want to go ahead and get your garland ready, and so we can measure. So let's go ahead and do that now that I'm thinking about it. So what you need to do, you're going to grab your garland, and we are going to lay it out on a large surface. So I'm trying, you all are not going to be able to see the whole thing, but what we're doing, another thing that I did was I took the end of this and I untied it. That way I had more room to move our wooden beads around.
Oh.
So I'm just going to untie this, and then you can just tie it back once you're done. Because you have to have enough room to move the beads around to place your tassels, but also to have enough room to place your little pieces, whether you do the leaves, the backs, whatever, your interchangeable pieces. So I'm going to untie this end, and then I went through, and I think I started, I counted all of them to begin with, to see how it would divide up. And I'm pretty sure it divided up with 8, no, let's see.
Let's count them.
Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, yes. So 16, you're gonna have your, well, with this specific one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we're going to have a tassel every 16 beads. And then from there, we're gonna have 8 beads in between each.
Look at that.
Each thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
This is like the logistics that you all know you need to know.
Yeah.
That you don't want to have to think about.
Yeah. So we're gonna leave these. And if you want to, one thing that I did is because
Maybe
I
some
was
tape or
afraid,
something.
I used painter's tape.
Ooh.
And we don't have any in here, but I didn't know how long it was gonna take me to do this. So what I did was I just put some painter's tape between each 16 beads so that by the time I came back, it would still be there. So that's something that you can do if you know you're not gonna sit down and do it all in one sitting. So we're gonna just keep counting out. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
So what do you guys think? Do you think you will make one of these? I personally think the beaded garland is really trendy right now. So I really want to encourage you guys to like try this project out because I think you'll really enjoy it.
Oh, for sure. So I'm not going to continue. The next step that I wanted to do is I'm going to show you guys how to add the garland, and we're going to add the garland one on each side. That way we can see how long the garland is going to hang down and how much space we have in between each tassel to be able to do this. So I think I know I did about 10 inches per tassel. And then I gathered it at 5 inches and then tied it around the top. So we're going to cut this cord at 10 inches right here.
People are loving the leaves. Yay!
And then what you're going to do is you are going to fold it over so that it's even. And then you are going to place it at the place that you separated it out. Grab your jute. Get a fairly large piece of jute because you can cut off the excess. From there, you're going to hold this together. Keep it even. Pull it toward the top, and then I'm just going to tie off my jute because your tassels are not going to be, you're not going to move your tassels. So the only interchangeable part is going to be your bats, leaves, Christmas trees, literally whatever you want. So we're going to tie this down. You can knot it however many times you'd like.
Look at that. We were just talking in the chat about, is Hobby Lobby open today?
They are open until 5:30.
Yep, 5:30, 9 to 5:30.
Then we're going to cut off our extra jute. We're going to do the same before I brush this out to show you guys how to do this so it doesn't get messed up. So we're going to do the same thing.
Okay, this is probably my favorite part of the whole project because I never knew people could make tassels from your like nautical rope. Like,
yes.
This is so neat.
So funny story, I actually, my other job, I was helping with our fashion and design conference. Ooh. And we made macrame feather earrings the summer before I came to work here.
That's so cool. I mean, this looks like, I really love the way that you're able to make these specific tassels. Because it's a lot simpler when it comes to measuring. Like Alicia and I were talking about before the live, like we make them with like yarn. So to have this, like this looks really, really good.
Okay, so once you have your tassels tied off, now this one's a little uneven, that's okay. You can come back in and
clean it up,
cut it up, do whatever. So we're literally just gonna come in here, hold this up.
No.
And I can actually, I would suggest you unravel this first. Would be a lot easier instead of just having the brush unravel it. So we're going to unravel this, and then literally all we're going to do is come in here and brush this out.
Look at that.
Now
Who knew you needed a brush in the craft room?
Listen, brushes come in handy literally everywhere.
People are loving this. Yes, isn't it so good? Let us know in the comments what you think.
And this is actually something that if it is not, which this brushes out pretty good. You just have to keep brushing. It's going to look like it's going to try to twist in on itself. That's okay. Just keep on brushing it out and it will straighten itself out.
Wow.
You could also, I mean, because this is cotton material, you could also take your mini press and iron out those twists if you want to, but it's not necessary. They kind of fall out on their own eventually.
People are also shook. I'm glad I'm not like shook alone because this is amazing. I love this.
So we're going to unravel this side. We'll do this one more time just to show you guys.
Focus in and watch this if you haven't already.
So all we're doing is coming in and untwisting all of this first, because it does make it easier to brush out. And actually, while I'm doing this, I just remembered that I did not grab a mat, a cutting mat. So we are going to brush this out. Is that a fabric grip? Because we're going to need a fabric grip. Yes, Allison, you can dye these. I have actually dyed these before because this is a cotton material. Just like your cotton t-shirts, when you tie-dye, you can use dye and ombre, like dip dye these tassels. We did not for this specific video just because we were doing an interchangeable garland, so I wanted to leave it very neutral. So we are just brushing this out. Now, one thing I want to show you guys right here. We're going to lay this out. And I suggest you guys doing this too before you hang it up. Obviously this one, I got a little off. So you can see it was just a little bit off. So all we're gonna do is we're going to brush it out to where it lays flat. And then I'm just gonna come in here and hold it up and just
That's amazing.
Trim off these edges so that it's even.
You guys are going to be dyeing it. Now, I will say when you are going to dye this, make sure it's also neutral colors if you're going to do an interchangeable one. Like, you don't want to go too green for Christmas, too orange for Halloween, things like that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, that was all I was going to say.
The only thing with dyeing these, if I were to dye these, because you do have to, when you're adding it to this garland, unless you literally take all of the beads off and rethread this, you have to, you have to commit.
Yes.
And then you would have to dye it while on the garland.
Right.
Like you would just take it, put it in a cup, and just kind of dip that bottom part, but just know, like you're going to have to hold this other side. So
I mean, it's a challenge, but I think you all are up for it. I just want you to be careful about the colors you're going with and things like that. But if you're willing to commit this all to Halloween, all to Christmas, etc., go for it. Like, we want to see your
you
pictures.
Could make this garland. It's so simple and easy. You could make one for each season if you wanted to.
Yeah.
I just wanted to give you guys the options to make it interchangeable so that, you know, you may not have to change it out each season. You can just change out the little tassel or the little things that we hang on it. So now that we have this separated, this is the amount of space that we have to work with. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're even on each side. So right here,
we're adding a bat or whatever.
Is where our bat or our leaf or whatever is going to go. So we know that we are working with, we can let it, 5, 6 inches in length. And you can work with about the same in width. Okay?
Yes.
Because you don't want it so large that it touches each tassel, but you still want it large enough that it doesn't look super tiny against these tassels, okay? So, go back over to Design Space. So now that we're here in Design Space, our bat in and of itself is almost 6 inches in width with its wings. Now the bat is one that technically can go a little larger than the 6 inches. I'm thinking that I did, and let me double check and measure. Get my measuring tape out. I'm pretty sure that I did a little over 6 from wing to wing. I did. So I did 7 inches from one side to the other on the wing. So we can actually probably go about right here. We'll go a little bit under 7. We'll go 6.8.
Perfect.
Now, please be aware that the bats, because they are so large and we're attaching it with that middle portion, will take up one 12 by 12, or not 12 by 12, 8.5 by 11 sheet of felt, okay? So just keep that in mind.
Perfect.
So what we're going to do now, we're going to duplicate the bat because that's the size we want it. We're going to bring it over here. We're going to come up to the top. We're going to rotate it.
Mm-hmm.
You can rotate it or you can flip it vertically.
I love that.
So we've flipped it vertically. We're going to select them both and we are going to align them center horizontally. That way they're literally right in line with each other. So now we're looking at, right now, it's about 6 inches if we were to place something in between those. As you can see right here, our height is 6 inches, 6.7. Now, one other thing I want you guys to remember is just because it says 6.7 here, we're gonna fold this in half.
Right.
So you're probably gonna wanna move, let's just take this and we're just going to take our keyboard and move it up.
So how many inches do you think should be in between?
I think 7 would be good because when it hangs down.
Be about 3.5 on each side.
Yes.
Cool.
I think
okay.
7 would be good, and I'm wanting to say that that's what I did was 7.
So could you grab a rectangle and just make it that size and let them touch just to make sure everyone, that way everyone knows exact. So like grab your rectangle, make it, 7. How thick are a rectangle go be?
What do you mean?
How thick should how wide?
Oh.
Yes.
I think I did.
Like a 1/2 inch?
Yeah. So we're going to unlock our square. We're going to pull it in. We're going to do, that's the thing is with this specific design, I played around with it because it has to fit right between the bat's ears.
Right.
So we'll pull it down, stretch it so that it fits in between the ears. Looks pretty decent. Now, it doesn't matter if it's higher on this end or that end. We're just going to, so once you have that, this is a little less than 1/2 inch.
Perfect.
So it fits right between the ears, and let's zoom in so you guys can see it.
That looks really good.
So right there, and then what we're going to do is we are going to not do that.
We're zoomed in so much.
We're going to zoom back out. We are going to select all 3, and then we are going to weld them together. And there you have it. That is all you have to do for your bats.
Beautiful.
Okay? So your bats are ready to cut. Now, our leaves. So we said we were working with about a 6 by 6 inch area. So you want to size your leaves first because once you add your little tail, it's going to make it a lot bigger. So we're going to size these about, I think I did 5 inches, as close to 5 by 5 as I could. So some of them, like this oak leaf, is going to be a little, it's going to be 5 inches in length, but not in width because it is smaller. So once you have your leaves sized the way that you want them, once again, we are going to grab our shapes, square, rectangle, whichever. I just always seem to gravitate toward the square. We are going to size this. Now so you want to make sure you look at your height on this one. You want it to be at least 4 inches because once you fold it over, or maybe we could do probably about 3.5. Let's work with 3.5. That way, once you fold it over, it's going to be about 1 3/4 inch clearance hanging down from the garland. So leave it at that, select them both, weld them together. And that's it. That is how simple and easy this is.
Rinse and repeat for your
Rinse
favorite
and repeat
ghost,
for your other ones.
Christmas tree. It could be a little turkey action. I mean, you could do so many different ideas for this one.
Look how close I got to my original size. Cool. It was pretty close.
Right on the money.
So once you have done that, you are going to be ready to cut. You're good to go. So from there, I'm actually just gonna go ahead and delete these out since we've already got our other leaves done. So we are going to have I'm gonna unhide all my leaves. So
Diane loves the new projects you were sharing with us. Yay, so many ideas. Thanks, Diane.
Yay. So once we have that, what we're gonna do is we are going to go over to Make It. So these are all gonna be separated out by matte color. Now, with the leaf garland, we'll go overhead. So I did 2 of the, pretty sure these are maple leaves. Pretty sure these are maple leaves. 2 of the oak leaves in a different color. And then, give me a second. What is this leaf?
Come on, Lauren.
Give me a second. It's a sycamore. Maybe it could be close to a sycamore. Anyway, so they're all different colors. So what I'm going to do is go back to Design Space. I'm going to apply that. Well, that's going to make double of everything. And
so
then
Kirsten may not caught it earlier, and I don't know if we addressed it. Why did we double the bat for the Velcro and not follow that same procedure for our leaves?
Okay, that's great. So let's go overhead. The reason that we did this is I wanted to show you guys 2 different ways you can do it. You all may not have buttons at home.
Right.
You may have to special order buttons. That's why I wanted to give you another option. And plus, with this specific design with the bats, if I would have placed a button on that head of that bat, it would have looked really odd.
It would have looked like a one-eyed bat.
It would have looked, it wouldn't have looked right aesthetically.
Yes.
So I wanted to make sure you all knew. And plus, if you are working with felt, doing the 2 layers tends to make it a little more sturdy, whereas the faux leather is kind of sturdy on its own.
Yeah.
On its own.
Yeah.
On its own. That is so hard for me to say.
Oh, I love
Anyway, so that's why we did a button for these and Velcro for these, because I mean, it's really interchangeable. You could do Velcro for this one too if you wanted to. You don't have to have the button here.
Exactly.
You could make your
Velcro.
The end of this a little longer, or you could just put your Velcro down here on the bottom and Velcro this down here, and it would still be beautiful.
Yes, and we're getting a question that says, is this a beginner project? And if our goal here is to have the training to be so spot on that a beginner can do this. So if you consider yourself a beginner and you're like, I think I want to challenge myself with this project, I want to give you like permission to go for it. Because yes, are you going to work with material that not a lot of people work with a lot? Yes, but you have this whole video, you're seeing it put together live. So if you can see every way that Lauren's doing this, counting out the beads and making sure it's even is the hardest part of the project.
It really is.
That's
and
it.
I think it took me, because I was really excited about this project. However, it took me forever to start this project because I was like, am I just going to have to sit?
Lauren talked about it a lot.
I talked about it, but never did it. And so it's just, I don't know, it takes a while to really get it in your head, wrap around. So that's why I wanted to bring this to you guys. Like, I've already done all the legwork that would maybe hinder you from doing it otherwise.
Now you know exactly what parts to do, where to get everything. It's linked down below. So I think a beginner could totally do this.
Oh, yes. And Angel says, I have yet to actually use my Cricut, so I'm an ultra beginner. Listen, this may seem like an intimidating project, but I promise you, especially if you're just doing, let's just say you're just cutting the leather. Literally, all you have to do is open your Cricut. If you have a fabric grip mat, you're going to, you don't even have to put the little tail end on the leaf.
Right.
You can just cut the leaf and let this faux leather, because this faux leather is so easy to cut. You don't have to change the blade. You use the fine point blade that your Cricut comes with.
Yep.
You put it on a fabric grip mat. You send it. You choose faux leather, paper thin. Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah,
it's
you
done.
can rock this. And if you still are struggling to get your Cricut out of the box, I want to encourage you guys to check out the course Inside Maker's Gonna Learn. It's a 30-day challenge to master your Cricut. So go ahead and grab the membership so you can get plugged into that. There's 2 deals today. You can become a monthly member for half off, or you can grab a year membership for $30 off. Both are amazing deals, but that'll get you going right away with the commercial license, with the cut files, the training, the member-only Facebook community. We got a lot for you inside the membership. So check that out. That's our Labor Day sale. And this is my favorite faux leather Lauren's about to cut.
Oh, yes. So I'm obsessed with this faux leather.
It feels good, looks good. It is good.
So I'm actually going to take this leaf, and this may be a trick if you are a beginner. Y'all know I'm love to save as much material as possible.
Yep.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this object to the other mat that it's on, to the same mat. Where did it go?
I think it's on. Oh.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I thought so.
It was on top of it. So you can see, like, I can still cut this, or I can turn it upside down and save even more room.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Look at this. Look at that.
Oh Lord, you're
I like to
getting a little close.
I live my life on the edge, y'all.
Wow.
I live my life on the edge. Love living my life on the edge. Okay, so we're just going to click continue. We are using a Maker 3. However, just know that you can you can cut this faux leather on an Explore series machine. This is just what we have, and I'm actually going to make sure this is burnished down super, super well, because this is my biggest fear. And if y'all are afraid, if y'all are like me, if it was up to me, I would probably add a little bit of tape to the edges.
Now, I brought you 2 mats just to see which one you preferred.
Well,
that one looked like it had some love on her.
This one I used with the bats.
Yeah.
You can tell.
Yeah.
So, once we've done that, I'm going to come over here to, actually, let's go back to Design Space. I forgot to search my material. So, we are going to browse material. We are selecting the faux leather, paper thin, done. You know what? I'm just going to give it a little more pressure. It never hurts.
Now, are we using fine point or are we using deep cut, Lauren?
With this one, we are using the fine point.
Okay, perfect.
With this, we are using the fine point blade. I'm going to move my coffee.
Okay, guys, if you have your Cricut set up and your coffee sitting behind it, that mat will just push that coffee. When the mat goes in the Cricut, it has moved my laptop off the table. Like, it will literally do that. So be careful what's behind your Cricut.
You've got to make sure that you
yeah.
don't have anything else sitting behind here. So while that is cutting, I'm going to go ahead and get this. Well, darn. Where did my felt go? Was it not in here?
It was.
Yeah.
We're going to grab that.
We're going to grab that. Like, I thought it was in here. I guess I know what, I took it out to my table.
You're carrying
carrying
it around.
Carrying my felt with me. Well, I was going to go ahead and get that, but we will let this cut, and I want to show you guys how easy this is. Thank y'all.
So this felt is glitter, and it's from Hobby Lobby. It's a little bit thicker. Well, you were talking about this earlier in the show. So this is kind of like the tester part of the show where we're going to really try our best to try something new with that deep cut blade to cut, you know, this kind of thicker glittery felt, but it'll be great.
So I tried this with the fine point blade, more pressure, different settings.
Nothing pretty much.
I mean, you could see where it would cut through at certain areas, but then other areas it wasn't great.
Right.
But then I think I was in a hurry at the time, and I was doing a lot of other projects, so I didn't think to pull out the deep cut blade, deep point blade. Yeah. So anyway, now, y'all, are we overhead? Because I want them to see this.
Look at this.
Are y'all ready? Look how smooth
it's beginner
that
ready.
cut.
This is foolproof.
Foolproof beginner project. I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed. I have an Explore Air 2. Will it cut leather? So, Diana, yes. It will cut the faux leather. So this leather came from 143.
Link down below.
Linked below. It is really paper thin. It's faux paper thin leather, but but I swear I love working with it because it still has a like real leather. This specific one still has the look of real leather.
It feels really
good.
It's sturdy.
But it cuts so smooth. Good. I'm obsessed.
I highly agree.
This is going to be the portion of the show where we test things for you guys.
We're going to see what happens.
We're going to see what happens.
Are y'all ready?
Okay. So we're going to use our deep cut blade.
The black blade.
The black one. And we are going to put it in our Maker 3. I have burnished my felt down really well. So I'm going to go back here to my mat. We are going to browse all material. I'm just going to type in felt. And then I am going to go to craft bonded.
Yeah, I think so, because it is a little, you know.
Because if you go to glitter bonded, it still tells you to use a rotary blade.
Right. So yeah, we're kind of just, you know, again, we're just going to pop it around. Well, we'll try this.
It tells you to use a fine point.
Well, we'll try this.
But I'm telling you, it didn't work.
It's okay.
So we're gonna do glitter bonded
with a little more pressure.
More pressure with the black deep cut blade.
Love it. Okay. Now I wonder, Lauren, if you want to humor me for a second, what if you click Edit Tools under Step 2? So let's click Edit Tools and see. Okay,
it only gives you.
I was
gonna
see if it would be
rotary.
nice. It would be nice to say, hey, I really want to use that deep cut blade. But we'll see. I think this will work.
Should I do it since it's on the fine point blade and it has? I'm almost afraid if we do have the deep cut blade in there, do it on more pressure, will it cut into the mat since it's not recognizing
Lauren,
it?
There's only one way to find out.
Okay, we're doing it.
Because you've already tested this off camera as well. And just to let you guys know, we were able to cut this with the rotary blade, but we really want you all. We want you may, and we want to be able to cut this really well with that fine point blade or deep cut blade for our Explore family friends.
Yeah, we don't want to leave our Explore family friends out. We love our Explore. On our craft table though, me and Alicia normally work with a Maker.
Just for all the variety of it.
Yeah.
That's why we still recommend the Maker, just for anyone that wants to make sure that they're not missing out on any FOMO. They're able to cut every material.
Yep. Here we go.
Here we go.
It sounds like it's cutting.
I know. It's
what just happened. No. It literally just stopped in the middle.
No. Is it red?
It's the red flashing button of death. And it's not done anything.
Oh no.
Why?
Because it got hung. The sensors, they knew we were playing with the church's money. Oh no.
Come on, Cricut. No. Come on.
Okay, Lauren, we're gonna have to find a material that we can go in and just say we're using a deep cut blade. You know, we may have to set it to like a leather setting.
Let's try that.
Because the leather setting with the
but look at that. Are you all like, look at this, how well it cut. And
oh my word.
It's the sticker that got it hung up.
Oh.
Okay, we're trying it again. We're doing it again. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to take the sticker off the back.
Okay, y'all.
Okay, here we go. It worked.
It worked. We got we got a tester.
Yeah.
Oh my word. You guys are awesome.
We're going to try this again.
This is...
Burnish it down really well. Boop.
Love it.
Okay, it's unloaded.
Welcome. If this is your first live stream hanging out with us, let us know in the comments. We would love to give you a warm welcome, and we're glad you're able to craft with your Maker Scholar and family on Labor Day.
Yay!
If you haven't grabbed a membership, check out the options down below. You can grab a membership for a great deal, whether you want to go monthly or yearly. We got a deal for you for Labor Day. We'd love for you to hop over and join the membership community today. It would be a great day to have you. Lauren's getting her felt glitter bonded. It says to use the fine point. We've got the deep point in.
I'm using the deep cut blade,
More pressure. We already know that it's going to be good.
It's going to cut.
We know it's going to cut. Will it get hung up?
Will it get hung up this time?
Mary, welcome, Mary. She says, I'm new, but I have a question. Well, Mary, drop it in the comments.
What's your
question?
To address
it.
Absolutely.
Now, Beth wants to know, is the blade sticky now? Probably not, just because you know, the felt really is in there. It just got it hung a little bit. member and first time making it live. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yay!
Old school member here. Hey, Jill, how are ya? Oh, da-da.
Here we go.
Da-da, 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 da-da. It's like...
Okay, there it goes.
Okay, let's see.
I really think it was just the sticker.
I mean, it's cutting fast.
Right there's where it hung up the last time was the sticker. It was the sticker. It was literally just the
Wonder
sticker.
if it's going to cut through once or twice. Oh, it's going to do 2 passes, Lauren. It's really getting through there.
Oh, yeah.
It's really getting through there. Look at that.
And we'll also see what it does to our mat. Okay.
Hey, Kathy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. New member.
It's not even, like it already cut through the felt. I'm not hearing anything. So we probably could have used the deep cut blade with default pressure and it probably would have been fine.
Yeah, probably.
But we did it on more just to be on the safe side.
It's so good. How big are the twins getting? They're like 17 pounds. They're giant. And yes, our older ones have been in school. They're in 2nd and 3rd grade.
Okay, overhead. Here we go. Test. This is, y'all.
Cut like butter.
Look, I mean, that almost cut, I want to say almost better than the rotary blade.
And your mat is fun.
Yeah.
As I thought it would be. Is it? Yeah. I mean, it might have a little extra load
I mean,
on
it's got a little bit on there. We probably could have cut it with, yeah, I mean, we probably could have cut it with.
It's okay.
Okay, it did not cut so much that it's going to snap the mat.
Right.
You know, sometimes it gets so much that where it would snap the mat, but it did not.
Yeah.
So, I think doing it on, and then somebody asked if the blade was sticky. Let's go ahead and get it out and see. It's not, I mean, it's not, probably not going to be.
If there's any residue on it, I mean, you could just
I mean, there's a little bit of residue, but y'all, just take it out and we're just going to take that off.
Perfect.
I mean, it wasn't sticky residue, it was felt residue, if anything.
Look at that.
So now,
so look, guys, you all can do it now.
That our Explore friends can do it with the bats. Yes, I'll just be the first to say it did cut better than the rotary because the rotary had to stop and turn at each of these little points.
So this is a lot quicker.
It's a whole lot quicker. And honestly, I want to say it's almost sharper.
Yeah, I bet it is. I mean, crisper.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that we like about it.
So, this is all you would do after you get this finished. All you're going to do is I'm going to pull this in and show you guys. All you have to do, foam dots or Velcro squares, either one. All I have done, if I can get this untangled, all I have done is I came in here and these are sticky on the back, but for some reason they weren't wanting to stick very well onto the bats, so I just came in and hot glued these down.
Smart.
And then there you have it. You have your bats. Your bats are done.
No way.
That's it.
Wait, you just started making. You just did.
But that's you add Velcro and then you're done with your bats.
So now we get to put it all together.
So now we get to. I'm going to show them how to do the buttons.
Oh snap!
And then that's it.
Get it? Snap! Oh snap!
Oh
They're
snap!
kind of snaps.
Yeah, literally. Oh snap! Oh snap!
This is so fun.
Okay. So now to add the buttons, all we're going to do, you can take a regular hole punch. This is just a leather hole punch that we had laying around, so I just used it. What you're going to want to do is you are going to, your first hole is going to be where the front of your button is going to go, okay? So let me pull this out and I'll show you guys. So this is, it looks like a lot, but trust me. Okay, so the front of your button, this is what the front part looks like. And then it will attach to, give me just a second. Because these people, they did not like to separate this out. So this part is going to go in here.
Okay.
And then our back part will go here, well, these two pieces. So it's kind of like male and female pieces.
Right.
So your female piece is going to go on the front part of the button. The male piece is going to go on the back side, okay? So we are going to punch our holes for where our pieces are going to go. So hole punch here. Pop.
Boom.
And then we're
So
going to do
easy.
one right here.
Easy.
Boom. Now, what we're gonna do, we're going to place our front part of our button right here.
Look at that.
Flip it over.
Allison, we wish you had every day off too so you could craft with us. Wouldn't that be so fun?
So much fun. Okay. Now this kit actually came from Amazon and came all together. I'm trying to find my little mallet. So it came with all of the tools. It came with a little mallet. I want to say it was like 10 or 15 bucks.
Nuh-uh.
I mean, it was next to nothing. It was, I mean, for all of these buttons.
Because this will last us like a lifetime.
It will.
Like
it will
all
last,
3 of our lifetimes.
It will last a long time, but I mean, it's nice to have that even if you have like a piece of clothing and a button pops off.
Yeah.
You have spare buttons you can work with.
Now, if you're a paper crafter and you have brads, how many of us have a huge stash of brads? If you didn't want to do this whole thing, you could use a brad, you know, punch through it, fold it, and it would look finished, and it would be even easier. So
yes.
This is like high tech. High tech as I got was using brads.
Yep. Okay, so we are going to use this little piece. So these are the 2 main pieces that we're going to be using. I couldn't tell you the names of the tools, to be real honest. I just know this is what the directions told me to use. So the kit should be linked below, guys.
Yeah.
Once again, the kit should should be linked.
All the supplies are linked.
We'll
so
double check
out.
and make sure. I thought I went through this morning and double checked and make sure, but if it's not there, we will link it right after.
Button snaps, we have it linked, and let me get you a price range real quick.
Okay.
It's 31% off right now. 31% off.
So
it's $17.99.
Okay, so it was a little more than I thought.
17, you know, list price is 25, so just check that out. But you get everything.
Yeah, you get all the colors too. You get silver, you get bronze, you get true gold, you get black. I mean, I'm obsessed. So we're taking this. It's kind of like a blunt nail head type end. We're going to place it in the middle where that circle is, where the thing is, and then we're just going to tamp this down.
Amazing.
Feels really well. And then we are going to, on the back side, remember this is going to be our male piece. It's going to go through the top here. So this rivet, this is the rivet that's on the back. So it's going to go through this way, and then we're going to place this little guy on top, the snap portion, and then this part, so that the male end fits into there, will go on top of that. We're going to take our mallet, pop that down.
Wow.
And that is literally it.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, nope, that's it. And then we...
Perfect.
Now, one thing that I do like to do, kind of pop this in and out so that it's easy, and that's it. Now, all you do is take this and wrap it around,
and
snap it.
Look at that.
And you're done.
I love it.
Like, how simple is that?
That's incredible.
I'm obsessed.
Yay. Oh my goodness. Guys, what do you all think? Let us know. Are you going to be making this? Would you try it? We have to know in the comments. I'm obsessed. I mean,
and that's the end.
That's
We're
like
done.
3, I mean, you may have just made 3 full projects. Like, I feel like you all have learned a lot. There's been a lot of testing. You got it to cut.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Will cut.
It will cut.
It will cut.
Back in 2009, like the first time I ever got on the internet, that was like one of the only shows, like the Blend Tech, Will It Blend? And you're like, does this guy really get paid to make videos of... He had a studio very similar to this, actually. It was weird. But yeah, do you all remember that show? Like one of the first YouTube shows, like Will It Blend, an iPad, and it was like hundreds of thousands of views.
Yep.
Crazy, crazy. But yes, everybody loves it. Yay! Oh my goodness.
And so I also had this, listen.
Did you have an epiphany?
No, I'm just saying, when I was making this, I wanted to go all out and show you guys all kinds of different things. I got reined in. I got reined in real quick. So my idea for like Christmas was if you took yarn, the same concept as the tassels, but you did like the, I guess, three tiers of yarn to make a Christmas tree.
Oh, okay. That could be its own That could be its own thing.
It could be its own project.
Yeah, that would be really cool. That would be like a new tree edition. I love that. I love it. That'll be so fun. Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. What are you all up to this Labor Day? We were talking earlier. We hope you have better weather than us. It's very rainy here today. What a sad last day of, not summer. It's not the official last day of summer, but, you know, time
it kind of is.
At least here in East Tennessee, the season's changing. It's going to be so fun. We're gearing up, like, right after the 13 days. Like, we're going straight into Christmas. Like, we have so many good projects coming. Tomorrow, the doors open for my $27 workshop. So I teach a $27 workshop, how to start selling your crafts in 30 days or less. We do it every September. We've had over 1,000 people go through this training, and I'm teaching it live next Tuesday. So if you want to attend, ticket sales will go up tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. I'm getting all twisted up too. It's crazy.
I'm wearing off on you.
Yeah.
I have a hard time with words sometimes.
Oh my goodness, but no, it's gonna be so fun. So be sure to get excited for that $27 workshop. It's happening next Tuesday at 7 p.m. So for anyone working that wants to make money this holiday season, you will be able to at the workshop. So we'll help you get there and do it really, really well.
Oh, we forgot our trick-or-treat spinning wheel.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Come on over. Bring it over. Bring it over.
Okay.
Are we getting a treat or are we getting a trick?
Am I getting tricked today or are you all getting a treat? I really hope you all get the treat. I'm spinning it wrong again. Let's try it this way.
Oh, da-da, 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 da-da. Okay, we have
I'm not a cheater, but they got a trick the last time. I feel like they deserve a treat.
It's a spinning wheel.
The wheel.
It's fine. Go. You can't. Lauren's gonna get disqualified.
They're gonna love me.
Bring the box in. Bring
me.
the pumpkin. Let's see what we're giving away today.
They love me.
Oh my goodness, guys. Let's see what you're going to win.
Do you want to pick?
Ooh,
I'll let
what will it? What will it be? What will it be?
Okay.
This is a good one. I already know what it is.
Oh, you do?
Well, I read it.
Oh. A Lily
hot glue gun!
Yay!
Yay! Guys, if you want to win a Lynn Lily hot glue gun, all you need to do, comment on this video, whether you're watching live or the recorded, and tomorrow at our show, we will announce the winner. You have to leave a comment by 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow, and I think we'll announce it at our show at noon Eastern. So, yay! Oh my goodness! Everybody loves a good treat. Woohoo!
I mean, I did this for you guys.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. The Lynn Lily hot glue gun is amazing. So yay, woohoo! Let us know if you want to win a Lynn Lily hot glue gun. That'll be so fun. Tara had a great question. Do you suggest the workshop for Design Make Sell members? If yes, why? So Tara, if you are still struggling to get started selling, I recommend the workshop because first of all, it's live. Like any live training that I do is very far and few in between when it comes to selling. So $27 to get over like an hour plus training and the workbook and things like that is incredible. We focus in giving you the why and the what. Like what do you need to do and why do you need to do it? That's really important for a lot of us to have breakthrough. So even if you've been to Design Make Sell, it's a great live training to attend. So great question. Love it, love it.
I think Jill said that we should do the trick anyway.
Did we even have a new trick?
Yep, Alicia gave us a new trick.
Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. I'm nervous. Love it. The live training, I actually recommend at least an hour and a half. So it'll be from 7 Eastern to about 9 Eastern, about 2 hours. But you get the replay if you purchase the workshop. But again, ticket sales will start tomorrow. So that will be fun. If I'm working during the live but want to attend the workshop, will it be available? Yes, you will be able to attend live or the replay. So that's incredible. There's even a pop-up Facebook group. Y'all, we're going all out for 30 days of helping you guys sell your crafts. So it'll be super fun.
It's so exciting. And it's really a great, really a super, probably one of the best.
That's what I've been saying. It's one of my best trainings.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I love it.
Absolutely amazing.
And it's at 7 p.m. Eastern. So no matter what time zone you're at in the U.S., it will be the later evenings for you. So that is super good. I'm crafting Christmas trees. Yay. The workshop is not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday. I believe that is the 13th. Hold on one second. Yes. The 13th, 7 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be great. We'll teach you how to start selling your crafts in 30 days, and we'll be able to help you guys out. What time and where do we, we'll be launching tomorrow morning. So it will go out in email if you're on our email list, and we'll have a video posted here on the YouTube channel. So just come back, find that link, $27. You'll get access to the pop-up Facebook group. We'll start partying a week early and helping you guys out. So yay, love it. If you need to calibrate the machine with blades, definitely.
Did you know that Cricut, the new update has, it was about the calibration?
Ooh, tell us more.
I think that it specifically calibrates for print and cut, and maybe, I've not done it yet.
Yeah.
But I do know that the new update, and we have had people asking, I saw in the Facebook group, we had people asking about the calibration, if anybody had done it yet.
Yes.
I have not, but I plan on doing it tomorrow. So at our live tomorrow,
come back to the show.
Come back to the show tomorrow, and I will tell you how it goes, thoughts, ideas.
Love it.
What I thought about it, if I thought that it helped, or if the, you know.
Right.
We'll give you a full rundown.
Oh my goodness. Well, we hope you all have an amazing Labor Day. Get crafty today. Make one of our projects from Halloween. We have until the 13th of September with fall crafts happening every day, whether on the weekends, it's a recorded video, or a weekday, it's a live training with us. So we can't wait to have you and can't wait to hang out more.
Listen, I'm the type of person, I don't go back and rewatch videos, so I don't even know, did they love the ones from this weekend?
They did. I mean, who wouldn't love it? I mean, we made a bow.
I loved it.
Oh my goodness. We did, your reversible porch sign.
Yeah.
And then the no-sew and no-sew baby bows, but also how to sublimate with Alicia. Those were incredible. Oh my goodness, look at all this. Everyone loved, I'm looking at the comments.
Nope, I'm the type of person, I don't go back and read.
Sometimes Lauren gets upset by one comment, you all know, so she knows just not to look. We tell her about it.
Yeah.
It's so much fun, but guys, have an amazing Labor Day. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Take advantage of one of our Labor Day sales if you haven't already, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye guys.
Bye guys.